Well, hello, gang. I guess I'll get in the picture here and hope that you can see me okay. And I'll probably play this back to make sure that it's coming out okay. This is the FM studio, and I'm sitting here in front of the control board, and I've got some a record player right now for Casey Casem that goes on from 6 o'clock at night until 10 o'clock p.m. on a Sunday evening. And this is April 6th. That's right, April 6th. Let's see what's going on here in the music. We've got a log here. We've got a log here. We're right now on number 31. It's the newest one from Phil Collins called Take Me Home. And then after this is over, we got to do the top of the RID. That's right here. It says KYRE Yreka, and it's about a 7-second long commercial. Here. I'll let you hear it. Okay, I don't have to put this across the air now. This is not going to go across. It's going to go across the little Q speaker down here, and we'll see if we can pick it up. I'll turn this all down. In fact, I'll put it across audition. That means it'll come across these speakers, but it still won't go across the air now, so don't worry. This is what it sounds like, the top of the RID. And that's our legal ID for the station. It has to be played once an hour, every hour, KYRE Yreka. So normally if we were on the air and if I was broadcasting out live, which is my morning show, I've already done that this morning from 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning until 12 noon. And then I have a 6-hour break, and then I come back and I do the Casey Casem show. Normally on this top of the RID it would sound like this. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Keeping your rock easy, we are 98 FM. Good evening to you, it's 6 o'clock. That's basically how it would sound, okay? I'm going to put it in live mode now, as soon as you see this little green light goes out. And it'll cue itself back up to the beginning. Now I can take and get it all set to go, put it on live across the air. Now as soon as this music is over, I'm going to put in 2 commercials, and those commercials are going to be local commercials. And also in the log here, turn it down a little bit so you can hear. Also in the log here, it shows that we have 2 minutes we can put in worth of commercials, and I have about 1.5 minutes, but I'm still about 2 minutes behind the program. I started 2 minutes late because the guy that left here earlier was 2 minutes late. So basically that's it, and until tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., it's not live with the disc jockey's voice. It's the Casey Casem show, and then Dr. DeMeno tonight from 10 o'clock until midnight. So I just engineered the show, kind of kick back here and make some money. What do you think, huh? Pretty easy. I'm going to take you around the studio with the camera and kind of point out some things and show you how the automation works for the AM as well as the FM. We have some cartridges over here. For example, we have a Super Saver commercial here. Now these are in the log, but they haven't got places we can put them in the automation, so we have to put those over there. We make little circles in our logs. I've got 3 logs over here now, okay? I've got 1 log here from Casey Casem's show, which I'm following right now. We're on Phil Collins. The total time is 8 minutes and 48 seconds. I don't think you can see this clock, but right now it's showing 7:56, 7:57. Ready, it's coming up in 8 minutes right now. So I've basically got 48 seconds until he's going to end this segment. Then I've got to put on record number 2A, which follows 1B. Get it? Real difficult, like I said. Tough job. And I'm going to place the commercials in. At the same time I'm going to do the commercials, I'm going to be taking this record off, queuing up this next record, and playing the top of the RID. Okay, here it comes. Listen now.
Grammy Award for Album of the Year. No jacket required. Take Me
Home
moves from 37 to 31.
I don't know how this is coming out, so we'll just have to kind of swing.
This is American Top 40 in Hollywood.
Here comes our commercial.
Down the most popular
I have buttons over here I can press.
I'm Casey Casem. We'll continue in a moment. 30 big hits to go on our way to the #1 song in the nation.
See how easy it is. Fade it down and go for the commercial.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Wheeler, a member of Girl Scout Troop 300.
Now, I'm going to take this, which is not going across the air, still 1B record, and take 2A, queued up, and it sounds just like this. You'll hear it come across the cue speaker. Get it? Okay. That's all queued up.
Office equipment supports county youth service activities for all of your office and business supplies.
Next is going to be a commercial from Sing Tongs. Here it goes.
You'll find everything for the home and office.
All you got to do is press a button.
3414. See Mount Shasta Radiator for your complete
Right
radiator service. Don't be caught on the roadside because you didn't see Mount Shasta Radiator service.
When that green light comes on, it means it's ending.
Custom cabinets and furniture
I got to press the next
and
button.
installed anywhere in the county. Spring is coming.
And
make some changes.
This gives me kind of a clue as to when the end of it is.
467-3939.
If you haven't yet been to Sing Tongs and now you really are missing
Light goes out, I'm in the next commercial.
This week their dinner special is Thailand-style spare ribs. These are the finest spare ribs.
Just a second. I've got a guy that wants to do the sports.
Sweet and sour sauce with garlic bread.
And I'm
meal is complemented with fried rice with shrimp.
I'm going to turn this onto the air.
Cucumber salad. Sing Tongs is located at 434.
Started up the record. My fingers
holding
the record. I'm going to slip start it. This is what it sounds like.
It really is worth the
on the
drive.
air.
And don't miss a buffet lunch served from 11 to 2 Tuesday through Friday.
Bingo.
In Hollywood, this is Casey Casem.
Be right back.
American Top 40, and we're counting down the biggest hits in the USA on our way to the one most popular song in the nation. Number 30. How many top 40 hits has the Wonder Man had in his fantastic career? Exactly 45.
Hey,
and
who's back, brother?
45th.
See, man, get down. Get hot. Get honky. We're going to put you on pause. Okay?
And on 1986 Pontiac
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a second. We're right back. We're back.
Void were prohibited.
18
lucky winners will be building excitement this summer.
I'm going to wait for him to say 18 and over and put in some local commercials.
Participating Pontiac dealer today, enter the most exciting days of your life sweepstakes. Contest ends April 30th. Open to licensed drivers 18 and over.
Churchill Insurance Incorporated has just the thing for you.
Turn the light on.
For an IRA.
And now you might be able to see me, right?
On any IRA.
Now I'm gonna put this thing back, hear it? It's going backwards.
Drivers 18 and over.
3578. And tell them you want some high interest. 842-3578.
Okay, I'm playing one more commercial. Now this is all queued up. And I forgot to do my ID, which is supposed to be done once an hour. It doesn't have to be done right at the top of the hour, but it should be. So I'm going to do it after this commercial. And I've got, listen to this commercial.
Hi, this is Steve Ray at Harvest Ford in Dunsmuir. We know that folks have a lot of questions when they're shopping for a new car.
My record's all queued up for the next section, which is going to be a song called American Storm from Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, number 29. I'm putting in my local commercials, and I'm going to play this thing next. Then I'm going to start up my record and go directly into Casey Casem.
Come by today and let the
Sounds
gallant
like
men at Harvest Ford show you why we're number one. Harvest Ford on Florence Loop
Real
in
difficult.
Dunsmuir.
I totally screwed up. Okay, now we're back in control. I'll tell you what happened there. Hey, man, we all make mistakes.
We're on our way to the number one song in the land. The last time Bob Seger was in the countdown was early 1985 when he reached number 17 with Understanding.
Hey, it's fun. I mean,
His current
I'm
hit
cruising.
leaped 7 notches this week to number 29. Here's Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band.
Say what? Yeah, we got an interview from him yesterday, I think. It's over inside there. There's something from him on top of the, it's right on top of the control panel there in the AM room, okay? Okay, let's talk. Can we talk? Okay, I'll tell you what happened. Some of the disc jockeys end their commercials early by pressing what's called an aux button here on the machine. This button tells this green light to come on. And when I see the green light come on, I think the commercial's ending. Well, he still had about 5 seconds of stuff to say. And I had already pressed my top of the hour ID, which went across the air just for a second. I stopped it real quick, and I had to put it over here in what's called a cue position, which pauses it, doesn't put it across the air. I let it cue itself back up. I had about 4 seconds of dead air, which is no great deal, but it's not good. Okay, and I went ahead, and as soon as I got it back queued up again, I could see the little light come on. I pressed the start button on the air, put it across the air, and started the record. Okay, you got it. It's 66 degrees out. It's 11 minutes after 7, and we're going to take you around the studio here. Let me see. Yeah, we got 9 minutes to go. So, hey, you stand by. Your basic sports celebrity. This is Mr. Rob Shaw. He's in the AM room right now, doing all kinds of weird stuff. But he's our sports nut, and he does all kinds of fun things for us. I don't know where he's going right now, but I guess he's going. As the songs go, I'll explain what this is. This is a television set that I'm taking a picture of. This is in the FM room, and this is showing our commercials that are all set up to go on automation on the AM, KSYC, AM 1490. If you look at the very top right corner, maybe I can get it, you'll see it says, maybe you can get that, 1915 and 43, 44, 45. That's C time. It's now 7:15, almost 7:16. It shows the spots are ready, and it shows over here on the left side, the network is now on the air. Now it shows also the next event being number 77, and it shows you on the left side 1 through 4, which shows you what the spots are. Number 1 spot is Brandon Iron. Number 2 spot is Dr. Cooper. 3 is PSA. Number 4 is my weather, KSYC weather. Now, just 1 second. Control board now. What you're looking at is on the very left, the 2 top knobs are for the earphones. And this button right here is for my earphones to listen into. This one here allows me to listen to the AM through my earphones. This is the control for the monitors in the studio. See, I can turn that down or crank it. And now if I want to listen to what's happening on the AM, I can take this button here and turn it up. This is a monitor. That's what's currently going across our AM station. Okay? Now, as I come out here, let me come out, let you see the rest of the board there. Okay, what we have here, for this here, what you can see, you see 3 knobs on the bottom. Those are controls for the volumes. And you can see the meters on the left moving for what's going across the air. And the clock on the right, let's see if I can get a close-up of that. Okay, you see it counting away. 17, 8:18, 8:19, 8:20. Okay, that's what shows me how much time I still have left in the record. Okay? I'm going to pan up here now and let you see these charts up in front of me. Okay, if you look carefully, you'll see it says the AC format. We've got 3 of them. We've got a reel 1, reel 2, 3. I'm sorry, we have 4 reels. Now what those reels are is all our music. And each one of the reels has a particular song on it. And we can choose that according to this. Up here, I'll go up and show you what's in front of me here. This is our wheel. It shows you basically how the hour is broken up. We try and play commercials according to that wheel. I'm not sure if that's in focus. We'll do the best we can with it. Anyway, let's cut for a second. I'm getting ready to get to the end of the song. Okay, tell you what I did here. Yeah, we're rolling. We're in the next commercial. Okay. Now what I did was I reset the clock to 0 so I know how long the spot is. This next one's going to end. It's a General Mills spot. And it's a General Mills spot. And it's going to end in 30 seconds. The next one's going to be Genghis. Ready? Listen.
Rocky Road cereal. All the great tastes of
Grooms, before your wedding day.
I got 30 seconds before I can put in my commercials. My commercials are going to be, I'm going to have 2 of them, an Oberlin Ranch Garden and a Tim Burke's again. So I'll check off those things and get myself ready to go. And this is going to end one nearest you.
Formal wear, as much a tradition as formal wear itself. Over 200 Genghis formal wear stores coast to coast. Check your phone book for the one nearest you.
This is Allison at Oberlin.
Now, if you turn this down, you'll hear this thing going again. You hear that? I'm going to cue it back up to the beginning. Turn the record backwards. Okay. So it all set to go. I'll turn my commercials back up.
Quality handmade redwood planters for 20% off our low price. That's Oberlin Garden and Ranch Center, where you can get all your organic gardening needs.
Tired of
This is my commercial.
Hoses? If yard work has a tendency to get you down, especially watering it, don't despair. Just give Specialty Landscapes a call at 842-6462. Let them tell you about their work-saving automatic sprinkler systems. Specialty Landscapes can design and install a system for your lawn and shrubs that'll give you maximum watering efficiency. And with their time clock, it'll turn itself on and off automatically. Specialty Landscapes does a lot more too. They offer many fine landscape services such as sod or seed lawns, decorative fencing, and renovation. So if you'd like to spend your time doing something besides dragging hoses around, call Specialty Landscapes today. Call 842-6462. They'll be happy to come right on out and give you a free estimate. So call today, 842-6462.
Something special, we've got something extra for your home.
Yeah, ooh, ah.
American Top 40's heard in the 50 states and around the world every week on great radio stations.
Okay, now.
Hits WBBQ, FM 104.
I don't know if you saw me, but I just, as I let the record go, I also have a tendency to press the button, which is a habit, and it resets the clock back to 0. This next section I have is now 8 minutes and 44 seconds long. So I can look at this dial over here and know that I've got 8 minutes and 44 seconds until this is over for the next section. Okay, and I've got the next record here, I've got 4 records, 4 hours worth of music, half an hour approximately per side. And I'm right on time. According to the log, it shows me that I should have started this section at 17, almost 18 minutes after the hour, and I'm right now about 21 minutes after the hour. So I'm about 2 minutes short, but I'll be able to make it up in commercials, see? You'll see what I'm talking about later on. Anyway, let's go back into the back room and I'll show you how the AM automation is set up and also how the round reels are set up for the FM commercials and how we work that, okay? So, coming up on the AM now is this.
Man, they could offer a few hours of your time.
These are commercials going off on our AM automatically. The next one's going to be the weather that I did, and it goes across every 20 minutes after every hour.
Information in Siskiyou County, call 241-6498.
As soon as it says, it's going to click it automatically.
I hope your Sunday evening is going well. Welcome to AM 1490. KSYC weather for Siskiyou County calls for partly cloudy skies for the remainder of the night. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the south regions. Lows 35 to 45 with light winds. Tomorrow.
Now watch what happens. When I'm finished with the weather, you're going to hear what's called a liner. It's going to be an automatic cartridge that goes off, and the guy says, "Thank you for tuning in."
A high of 79 degrees today. Have a very pleasant Sunday evening.
Bingo.
From Callahan to Montague, country lovers tune their radios to 1490 at KSYC.
Music. Okay? That's all automated. There's nobody in here doing that. It's all through cartridges. These things right here. Okay? One last thing I'm going to do for you. We made this up last night. This is real cute. Okay, I'm going to turn everything to audition, which means that it doesn't go across the air, but yet I can hear it across my big speakers instead of this little small speaker over here. And this is what it sounds like. This is a commercial we did last night. And it actually takes Casey Casem's voice and it says, "You're listening to," and we took one of our what are called jingles, which identifies our station, and put it to the end of Casey Casem. And this sounds great. It sounds just like this. Ready? Make sure nothing's going across the air. Double check it. Play it.
Hello, my name is James Taylor.
And my name is Robert Coolbell, the Cool in the Gang.
And you're listening to the...
Okay, that was James Taylor. This is the one with Casey Casem coming up. Ready?
Every week, American Top 40's heard in the 50 states and around the world on great radio stations like...
Pretty good, huh? I like that. Now it's going to cue itself back up to the beginning, so I'm going to turn this back now to the air.
All right.
I'm going to put you on pause for a second, okay? Hey. Okay, boss, I forgot one thing. You'll love this. This is great. And these are some things I did off a record, and they're different people's voices, like Boris Karloff, I've got John Wayne, James Stewart, Edith Bunker, Peter Lorre, Mr. Magoo, and Humphrey Bogart, all in one cart. This is a 70-second long cart. These are just what are called assorted one-liners. And when I would use these things is, for example, coming out of a joke or something, I would come back out, or I have things I use that are actual facts from a book called 2201 Fascinating Facts about, oh, for example, the Washington Monument sinking 6 inches every year. Then I would play one of these. By the way, the air conditioner's on. That's the noise you hear. Okay? This sounds like this. Put everything back in audition. This is great. You ready for this?
Sounds like something Archie would say, except he'd show a little more taste.
That's to give you an idea, okay? Now here's one, the next one. Okay, this is Peter Lorre. So I would come out and say, the Washington Monument sinks 6 inches every year.
It's unbelievable. I never even heard of such a thing.
Bingo, I'd press a button into a really hot song or something right after he said that. But there's all kinds of funny things in here.
I say, that's a good boy. But you'd better repeat that. I'm not sure they absorbed the full meaning.
Hey, you can have so much fun. I mean, it's a ball. I hope you guys like this. I'm just kind of cruising. I'm looking at the counter, and it looks like about 1,600 feet so far. That's about, oh, I'd say about a half an hour or whatever. But it's fun. We're going to have a lot of horses and stuff on right after this.
It's no put on. You heard the man right.
Well, there you go. Okay, now it's going to cue itself back up. That's enough. Let's turn this thing on pause. Hey, boss, we're on portable right now in the back part of the room. This is the banner they use at different fairs and so forth. I got a telephone call. Hang on.
That might be for me.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and get it if you could. And we'll say, okay, over here, let me pan back for you. Hey, looks complicated. But this is the control room here for the, right there, the part that you see all the way to the left with the 4 reels is for FM. The reel on the top left is number 1, and the right one is number 2, and bottom left 3 and 4. And the 3 small reels down here, I'll zoom in for those so you can see those. These 3 little areas here, maybe I should focus there for you. I guess it's about as good as I can get. Those are all the cassettes that are in automation for the FM. So all I got to do is program it, and all those commercials, I got to press buttons in the control room. At the basic part of the automation for the FM, the white buttons over there to the left, there's 2 rows of 5. Those are the buttons that I can push from back here in the back room to start up the music. Okay, now if you look down here, you'll see a control box, a bunch of little pegs, and those little pegs will automatically set the FM in automation. If I wanted to put the FM into automation, I could do that by just pressing a button in the FM control room. It would automatically play the reels as I wanted them to play, and I would not even have to press any buttons except when I wanted to talk. Okay, let's take a time out here. Here, let's talk to you about those 4 tape decks down here. 1, 2, 3, you see 4 cassette decks. Those are all the commercials we have for the AM, and they're automatically attached to this keyboard right here. That's what automatically sets them up in the morning. And up here again, you'll notice that screen. Remember that screen I showed you from the FM control room? Well, right now, it shows all the commercials for the next event on number 80. All the commercials are all ready. On the right side it says ready, and on the top left it says network, and it shows on air. And if you hear carefully, you hear it talking. Pretty soon here, as soon as this song ends, you'll see that network sign. I'll put it on pause for a second. I guess I can leave it on. Let you see what happens here. As I try and hold the camera still. Long ending, huh? Now the disc jockey will come out and talk from New Orleans, and he'll press a button and it'll make the commercials go off. Oh, too late. He's going to play one more song. Okay, timeout. Of course, what radio station isn't complete without their Associated Press wire? All the hot news, and you can see it there cranking off. All the hot news coming off. I wonder if I can zoom in and see what that top headline is. I'm going to try it for the heck of it. Okay, let's try this. Curious how good this camera can pick up. Let me focus. Not quite. All you can see is it say News Watch. Okay, timeout. Okay, back to this thing again. This is the last TV set we have in the studio. This is the AM studio, KSYC. As you can see, there's a TV in just about every room. And this is where we do all our production work. We've got a real nice Ampex over here. My batteries are getting kind of weak, so I haven't got too much time, so I'll just do a pan here. We've got our computer board, telephone, one of the cassette decks, the control board for the AM, and we've got another cassette deck over here. Stand by. Here you have your basic turntables for the place, and we use those all the time during the daytime. This is basically for the production of commercials. The only time this room is used for the there's another couple cassette decks with the headphones and a control board. The only time this place is ever used is for morning times from 6 until about 10 o'clock. Well, here we're back.
This hit by the Allman Brothers.
Listen. We're coming up to number 19.
Also called Crazy Love.
Right now, it's 8:08 in the evening, 8 minutes after 8 p.m. on April 6th.
And now it happens for
Sunday.
only the third time
Listen.
in chart history. Two different songs with the same title in the top 40 at the same time. The title is I Can't Wait. It's a hit song by a duo called New Shoes, who debuted back at number 39, and it's a completely different song by Stevie Nicks. Climbing 4 notches this week to number 19, here's Stevie Nicks and I Can't Wait.
It's a good song. Okay, that's about enough for the studio. I think you've got just about as much as you can take, and I have too. So I'm going to look back on this and see what it looks like, and you take care. It's 61 degrees outside. We're at KYRE FM 98 up here in Yreka, California, and just having fun on a Sunday night. Gets kind of boring inside here, so hey, you take care. What can I say? Bye.